Right. So, last time, we spoke with the house elder of House Vithal, and we were able to track down the elder Victor Vithal's son, Varric, who had run away from home due to basically being overwhelmed with the responsibility of being the next in line to succeed Victor Vithal's house elder status, and he was able to reunite with his family due to our decision to persuade him and have him return to House Vithal, and him and his father made up. And that gave us the power grid access code that the morning device needed. So we have one more house, the last house to assist, House Kadik, and they've come to find that some of the zealots, the Varun zealots, have taken some members of House Kadik hostage, so we were asked to speak to Mirik Kadik upstairs in House Kadik and see if he has more information on the whereabouts of the hostages. And I guess the reason why he has information, or might have information about the hostages, is because he's he works closely with the zealots from time to time for
buy what you need,
better intel. And things like that, so I know I'm not getting any credits for this, but I got enough credits and not enough carrying capacity, so I need to fix that. I was looking for an armor repair Our upgrade bench. There's not one in the general goods store, but I believe there's one down here. On the way to the spaceport, perhaps? Nope, it's an industrial workbench.
Just trying to make it through the day.
Well, while we're down here, we can visit the Varun Depository and sell a couple more things.
Sorry, I have a lot. Huh? Oh, yes. You have my attention.
Right. So, with that out of the way, we can go and
I pray nothing has happened to her.
make our way back to House Kadik and see what information they might have to share.
Had us so worried, Varric.
The great serpent
What a
saved
time to
us.
go soul
See,
searching.
You will
I
see.
kept thinking one of those horrors we heard about got you.
Hey, they almost did. And don't worry. I don't plan on making any unexpected pilgrimages anytime soon.
You better not. I'm not sure Eggy's liver could handle it.
Yeah. You may not want to check the balance on your tab anytime soon. But, it's still open, right?
That will depend on what my father says when he sees the bill.
Something tells me Victor Vethal won't be too keen on funding your drinking habit, Eggy.
I knew Varric would be all right.
I hope my father, at least one good thing has come.
Welcome back.
Varric sure had us worried.
Good to see you.
You're no member of House Kadik. What are you doing here? Excuse me? What? And why would someone like me even know that sort of information? Well, you could have led with that. I guess this means the High Council is still asking Auntie Razma where Sahima is. And if you're here making demands, she obviously has decided to make use of you rather than undergo sincere negotiations. I see what's going on here. Easy. You ask me where Sahima is, I refuse because my work is vastly more important than yours. Then you go back to Auntie Razma and tell her to go through with the negotiations. I've worked hard to obtain my position with the Zealots. And like I've told Razma 1,000 times, I have no reason to believe they're going to hurt my dear cousins, especially Sahima. So, as far as I'm concerned, that information stays with me. Sahima isn't just being held hostage, they're putting her to work. The Zealots aren't stupid. They know what Sahima was involved in, and if they can beat us to that tech, they're going to try. You make a good point, for an outsider. And perhaps I should take your presence here as a sign. The location you're looking for is Shadow Station Epsilon. It's an old Varun base that they've taken over for themselves. Razma will know it. Let her tell you the details, seeing as how I'm about to be reassigned. Isn't the answer obvious? The Zealots will know the location came from me. All that hard work, thrown out the window because someone refuses to undergo negotiations. You do that. Do your job well, and hopefully I'll still have one to go back to. Sympathetic to the Zealot cause? No. But sympathetic to the people? Yes. I don't deny the Zealots are violent religious extremists, but that doesn't mean they are heartless, emotionless killers. They have families, and people they care for just like us. I see them as strongly misguided individuals that need help. That's just it. When I'm with them, it's like associating with anyone here in Dazra. They aren't the mindless fanatics people make them out to be. Granted, you have to get them to warm up to you first. But after that, it's just like having a friend in House Vethal. Serpent guide you.
I hope Merrick was forthcoming. You must have gotten the location. Fascinating. I'd be interested in how you came to know about these stations, but that's a conversation for another time. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates. The Shadow Stations were established during the Serpent's Crusade. A series of secret military installations that few knew about, and even fewer may remember. The idea was to have isolated centers focused on different aspects of furthering the Crusade. This way, if one fell, it wouldn't endanger the others. Epsilon was once a research station, with a focus on grav drive manipulation. The Zealots have since vastly expanded upon it. But it makes sense if they intend to use Sahima to their advantage. Shadow Station Epsilon is one of many Zealot bases scattered throughout. As I mentioned before, I wasn't willing to risk agent lives in order to scout them all. If anything happens to the hostages, they will lose a lot more than leverage.
We will do whatever is necessary to bring Sahima and the others back safely.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I'll speak to Merrick about setting up the negotiations. I expect them to be pliable after their last encounter with you. The current plan is to hold them at one of the geothermal power stations. Meet us there when Sahima and the others are safe. If memory serves, it's southeast of Shadow Station Epsilon. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's a fairly neutral location, and just the right distance from Dazra, so both parties will feel safe. The geothermal stations are also autonomous in nature, so we don't have to worry about unwanted eyes and ears. I see you have a grasp on how these types of negotiations work. I'll stall the Zealots as long as I can, which shouldn't be an issue. That being said, I'd still appreciate it if you could act quickly. Now, Jamal wants an update before you leave. Just don't let her distract you for too long. Merrick will be relieved to know we're moving forward with the negotiations. Great Serpent keep you.
I know some who would... Now the... Come on. They're out. Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us and what we leave behind.
Tell
Or
me,
sell,
Vindicator,
or throw away.
what do you know about the Zealots? I'm impressed. You've already learned quite a bit from your time with us. The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the Zealots? I see. I should have expected as much. Razma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots, so the Council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem now because she's lost control. That is the real reason why Razma hasn't informed the High Council, and I'm sworn to silence.
That sounds like an incredibly foolish plan.
Yes, I'll get to that momentarily. As a member, I can say it certainly is not. House Kadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots, but the truth is far worse. Razma wants the Zealots to back House Kadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses would shift to us. She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their blind crusade. There are several members who are sympathetic toward them or their cause. Some see beyond their extremist veneer and believe they're just misguided. A very small few may believe Jandar truly was the rightful heir, but none would ever admit it. I'm certain it's the case that members of the other houses feel the same. House Kadik is just the only one who's been exposed for it. Rasma would believe they want to reintegrate or even re-establish House Malene, and she's a fool for it. The Zealots want nothing but the means to carry out their war. Credits, weapons, and ships. And these very supplies would be used to harm not only your people, but our own as well. It's not for everyone. What none of us expected was the disaster that is the Scaled Citadel. The aftermath is what allowed the Zealots to grab Sahima and the others, flipping the balance of power in their favor. Razma has lost control and is putting House Kadik's reputation and power at risk. She only appears that way now because she has you to fix it. House Kadik shouldn't be associating with Zealots at all, except on an extermination level. But worse, we absolutely cannot be supplying them with ordnance of any kind. We need to cut ties with the Zealots altogether. Exposing this information to the Council would condemn not only Rasma, but House Kadik along with her. I have no wish to tarnish our house or ruin my sister. I simply want to show her the error of her ways. Far from it. I want you to put an end to any connections between House Kadik and the Zealots. And while my position won't allow me to be blunt, I'll still make it clear. Should the hostages not survive, Rasma would blame the Zealots and cut all ties.
An extreme sacrifice for the sake of your house.
Perhaps you don't understand. These noble houses have existed for generations. The people look up to us to guide them under the will of the Great Serpent. The fall of a noble house would put everything into question. And with the state Dazra is in right now, I won't allow that to happen. Those few lives will be nothing compared to the lives the Zealots will take if House Kadik continues to supply them. Sacrificing them would open my sister's eyes, quelling any sympathy and desire to work with the Zealots. Once Rasma no longer sees the Zealots as an ally, the rest will soon follow. Reporting this to Rasma changes nothing, except to increase the conflict between us. She'll merely keep using the Zealots as needs arise and paying them with the means to terrorize your settled systems. If you want that to stop, you'll see this through. All you need to do is get Sahima's research and bring it back. I see I misjudged you. How unfortunate for us all. Well, should you change your mind, the offer still stands. And Vindicator, this conversation stays between us. Remember, we did not speak of this. I wish it were the case. This is an ongoing point of contention with my sister, and it never changes. Rasma and I come to agreement, something happens that makes her reconsider, and we're right back where we started. This is why extreme measures are necessary. Only something truly horrible will force her eyes to remain open. Rasma and I are normally quite agreeable. We've always been like-minded ever since we were young. It's the reason we were groomed for the positions we currently hold. The Zealots are what divide us, much like they divide our house as a whole. We use similar tactics to navigate the complex waters of Varun society. But most importantly, we share the same ideologies when it comes to House Kadik and the people of Dazra. There is no progress without change, and Dazra stagnates in old tradition. Perhaps your arrival in the Scaled Citadel incident, awful as it was, will serve as a catalyst to finally advance our society. Many within the Ministry of Conjunction are aware of the division. They wouldn't be good envoys otherwise. And yes, it does affect them. When you aren't united, the cracks begin to show. The dissidence grows. Rumors begin to circulate and trust is called into question. Our envoys should know better. But that's how we ended up with the current narrative that House Kadik is sympathetic toward the Zealots. I remember it well. Zealots attacked a Highlands growth farm. A weapon left behind was one used in payment for a recent operation. Razma could accept it as collateral damage. I could not. An innocent family died that day. And it opened my eyes to the greater consequences of working with Zealots. What do you want to know? The oversimplified answer is yes. The two may be synonymous, but house politics will always take precedent. House Kadik is a symbol, a noble house, and its members are held to a higher standard with greater responsibility.
So, to me, it sounds like
Until next time.
Dijmal Kadik is basically offering a variant of the train tracks dilemma or something like that, where
Yes?
a railroad diverges into two paths with one person tied up on one side and multiple people tied up on the other, and you're sitting at the crossroads with the lever to control which way it goes, and you have to decide whether you want to have it go towards the left and one person dies, or go to the
great
right
serpent bless
and
you.
more than one people die. But my whole problem with that philosophical dilemma in this case is that her argument
May the great serpent bless you.
basically relies on the fact that if the hostages were to die to the Zealots, Dijmal is basically making a very strong assumption that Razma, the house elder, will see that the
Good to see you.
hostages have died and will therefore cut ties with the Zealots. Now, that's a very bold assumption to make, because imagine if the hostages do die and Razma
Yes?
still does not cut contact with the Zealots. And it all kind of ties back to the last thing
A
we asked
shame
her.
Anasco's chosen has failed to see the bigger picture.
The last thing we asked her, where is the House Kadik name more important than its
Vindicator.
members? So it's kind of like the collective versus individualism or collectivism argument. And she says for House Kadik, the oversimplified answer is yes. Because they are a
Something
noble
I can do
house
for
and
you?
the members hold themselves to a higher standard. So,
I pray the great serpent delivers our cousins back safely.
but now we can proceed to Shadow Station Epsilon and find those hostages.
Thank you for trusting me.
Buying, selling, buy what you need. I suppose your credits are...
You might wish to...
You displeased the Great Serpent.
person. Do it again. I do not wish to judge, but I doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that. winner takes all this stiff race, is it not? No more signs of trouble.
out of here.
We can succeed at that before we are discovered. Nothing there. must be something in all of that you can afford to let go of. Abilities are amazing. Well, I will not aid you in. I have things to discuss.
Yeah, so that was my mistake. I accidentally used the wrong Starborn power. I was trying to use the find enemies, and I accidentally created, or took away their atmosphere, and it took that as me attacking Sahima. Let's see. Oh, so we only have to go back 10 minutes. It is what it is.
Wonder to behold. You die today. There was no other way for Gwen. Are you prepared to die? I will have your head! Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers. You cannot beat me. must be something in all of that you can afford to let go of. You're not walking out of here. I was beginning to wonder. If you hibernate. prefer that we both remain light on our feet. You know what? There was something out there. It's gone now. With my own eyes, it is still hard to believe.
If you're here to help, that zealot is
About time you woke.
We have things to do. Who are you?
Serpent's Grace, I knew it! I knew she wouldn't just leave us here to rot. It's more than just me. There are others. The Zealots have been using them to force me to continue my research here. They think I have all the answers since the original experiment was a catastrophic failure.
The Zealots were wise in their tactics. Up until now.
Well, the Zealots think they are forcing me to continue my research here. They want me to apply my theories to Anasco's scaled citadel debacle. Somehow they ascertained my previous involvement. The original experiment. The one that took out half of Dazra and sealed off the scaled citadel. Surely you must know. I'm sorry. I realize the elders and council members may not be properly disseminating this information. I'm not one for politics, obviously. Are you saying my theory is correct? I knew it! I told them their algorithms and insufficient testing were only giving the illusion of stability. But no one wants to listen to me. Not the girl who put people twice my age to shame when it came to assessments. Of course, this is what it would take for Razma to send someone after me. We were taken amidst the chaos, so I never did get to fully observe the repercussions of the devastation, but I overheard the Zealots mention negotiating with House Kadik, so the motivations are clear. Not only does the High Council deem me important, but Razma needs to remove me from the equation. I get it. But at least now everyone knows I was right. All right. First, we need to free the other hostages. The Zealots aren't aware of how I've been delving into their systems here. I told them I needed full access if they expect me to replicate Anasco's experiment, and I didn't even bother with risk assessment. They think I'm applying my theories to their poor excuse for technology down here. Granted, I could probably make it work if I had to. Well, yes and no. The other hostages are being kept just beyond this room. I can disengage the locks to their cell and grant you access to an elevator in the room beyond that will take them to safety. You just have to clear out that area first, and the Zealots down there are different. Some may, but keep in mind that we are scientists. Many of them have never seen true combat, and are no longer proficient with weapons. But some, like me, may still be capable. Just don't expect much of them. The Zealots you'll encounter beyond here are altered somehow. To be made thus would be to show them the Great Serpent's mercy. I fear you may have no choice here. Just be careful. Usual tactics are unlikely to work against them. While you get the rescue underway, I'm going to set up certain guarantees here. I'll meet you and the others outside. The Zealots have a small network here that I can plug into. They think I've been working on my research, when really, I've been formulating a virus that will shut down this entire base. And their ships. I'm more than capable of handling myself. Besides, the Zealots think they need me, so my life isn't in danger. If I'm not out there when you free the hostages, just come back for me. Well, you have to. I just need enough time to set up a remote device so I can launch a virus that will render this place useless. Think of it as a failsafe to guarantee our safety. The Zealots would never risk this base or their ships. These are Zealots we're dealing with. The only reason they even have hostages is to make sure I stay in line. I couldn't threaten them without knowing the others were safe. No way. It's probable that we'll make it, and when we do, I'm handing this over to a familiar face. No offense. Now move it. You've got hostages to free. I hope the others are all right. This virus I've been working on will overload every major system within Epsilon. Not only that, but any ships that they worked on here within the past few days will get hit as well, as long as they're within range. I may have the Kadik name, but I've never felt like a true part of the family. House Kadik prefers agents and envoys for the Ministry of Conjunction. Scientists take a back seat. Without all this drama, I'd be willing to bet she couldn't even remember my name. They think I'm the key to opening the gateway to the Great Serpent. For them, it's both a race against House Varun, and also proof that they were right, that Jandar was Genon's rightful heir. Luckily, none of them are scientifically minded enough to know I spent all my time delving into their systems and developing a virus. They're dangerous. I've only caught glimpses of them and hacked into a few messages regarding them, so I don't know much myself. They've been altered somehow. Cybernetics, mental and physical conditioning. I couldn't say without examining one for myself. I'm not exaggerating when I say they'd be better off made dust.
I'm glad it is in your hands. Is there some compulsion that leads you to do this? Childhood trauma? It is okay to let things go.
Not now! You realize it's been days since we've had any food. The point of taking hostages is to keep them alive. It's to your advantage to feed us. Otherwise, you've got nothing. The Great Serpent is merciful. You could have said as much. And Sahima, did you find her yet? We haven't been able to observe much. They are physically superior, stronger, faster. They ignore pain and are resistant to things that would take any normal person down in an instant. I'm not sure what the Zealots have done to create them, but I would surmise the process was less than pleasant. If only there were more of us down in the caves. Look, we can't just leave. The Zealots separated us. Our brethren are still out there. Please, I can ready my people here, but you'll have to deal with the Zealots and rescue the others so we may all escape safely. Another Redeemed is stationed down there, along with a few other Zealots and a Model S. Be careful. I'm afraid we're quite useless here. They've been starving us, keeping us weak. Probably for just such an occasion. I fear more for the ones they've taken to the caves. I'll be keeping an eye out, so we'll be ready.
I have faith in you. Please, just get us out of
Be
here.
careful.
Be safe.
Please, be careful.
Great One, watch over you.
If only I could fight alongside you.
These are such a gift. Though your enemies might disagree.
You're not working.
More than you can carry. If you require assistance, please, just say so.
Great Serpent, protect. Thank the Serpent. I thought I was done for. Thank you. Thank you.
My prayers have been answered. Finally, I can be free of this place. Truly, the serpent sent you. Serpent's blessing upon you, friend. You sent by the serpent, as he heard my prayers. Thank you. Thank you.
I can't thank you enough for saving us. By the serpent, you did it.
Serpent save is this. I'm not ready to heed the call. Please. You must release me. Are you sent by the serpent? The great serpent has heard. My prayers have been answered.
There might be something of value here.
I hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
I hope you are sufficiently rested.
knows what this day will bring. An interesting find. Shall we?
We all made it. We're safe. You did it! It's true what they say. The air really does smell fresher.
Serpent bless you. We owe you our lives. Thank you.
Yes, since that's truly what's important here. Anyway, it's probably time you started heading to those negotiations. I'm going to stay back a moment and make sure everyone here is okay to make it back safely. I'll catch up with you shortly. Just let me know where the negotiations are taking place. Of course. I successfully rigged a remote device to shut this whole place down the moment I see a zealot. I just need a moment to make sure everyone is fine. Have I mentioned I'm sick of people telling me what to do? I'm staying. I'll be there when it counts. Now go.
These men.
The Great Serpent was
I'll be
truly
practically
watching
right
over
behind.
us. I can't thank you enough for saving us.
Finally, I can be free of this place.
Alongside you is never done. Zealots to take over such a significant location.
Is your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news. Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Razma, who is this? You allow any commoner to just waltz in on official business. I'd expect better security from House Kadik.
This is hardly official business.
Yes. And now these so-called negotiations are over.
Over? You'd risk everything after the whispers of a stranger. I demand to know who this is. You think I care about Anasco Varun, son of a traitor? Only a complete fool would expect me to believe this.
It's true, Mihail. And if you don't leave now, peacefully, I'll make sure your ships and Shadow Station Epsilon are made dust.
You... How did you... You're bluffing.
Test me. You think a genius mind like mine wouldn't find a way to hack into every system in your base? This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon, and reach your ships as well.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships, Razma. You'd jeopardize our connections.
It jeopardizes nothing. It merely restores the natural order.
The natural order. I could take you all out here and now. You know every one of us is prepared to answer the Serpent's call.
You're so willing to sacrifice your allies at Shadow Station Epsilon?
You don't think they're as prepared as we are? We all answer the call, and if that day is today, so be it. No, but it's the death they know is possible. Besides, you think I'd turn my back on the insults thrown here today?
You mean, do we think you'd throw away your life? And the lives of everyone at Shadow Station Epsilon over your pride, Mihail? No, I for one don't think you will. And you can't deny our partnerships have been beneficial for us both.
As much as our people may disagree, Jandar would see you sacrifice your life in direct service to the Great Serpent. Both would have you die, cleansing the accursed, and turning those who may listen to his shadow. You know this to be true, Mihail. A true promised lives only to serve. And your death today would serve nothing.
Blessed sister, you speak truth. I have been blinded by pride, but your words have guided me back to the path. All right. I won't deny my brethren the death they deserve. But I won't forget this either. Don't think this won't change anything, Razma.
Things have already changed, Mihail. From the moment you kidnapped House members. These negotiations are over. Now leave us.
You have no idea how satisfying that was.
Keep your distance.
Don't think this is over.
Beckle,
The
serpent,
serpent will see to it. Our paths meet again.
walk away,
Enjoy watching your back, false promised.
heretic.
Don't think this is over.
False promised.
Enjoy watching your back, false promised.
That wasn't.
I see you made your choice. All must serve. Let's just hope your serpent guide you.
I couldn't have
can't
asked
believe
for a
this-
better outcome.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
House Kadik is in your debt.
As am I. I owe you my life.
Sahima, you are a part of this house.
I know. I just wanted to say thank you. Personally. And here, it's the research and algorithm the High Council wants. I'm sure they'll appreciate it more coming from you. As much as I'd love to gloat, I have enough awareness to know this isn't the time. And I know myself well enough to know that I simply wouldn't hold back. You're welcome. It's been quite the life experience I've had lately. If you have any spare time, maybe come find me later? I can tell, and obviously in high demand. But really, come find me. I'll be at the Great House whenever you have time.
We'll talk later, Sahima. As I was saying, House Kadik is in your debt. You've helped me maintain a very precarious balance. Is it luck? Or the will of the serpent? Had not so much transpired leading up to your arrival, I may have felt differently. As for what's transpired, I'd appreciate it if you kept this a secret. Our relationship with the Zealots has always proven beneficial, especially when it comes to our work at the Ministry of Conjunction. The only reason they gained any semblance of power was due to the gross miscalculations of Anasco and his research team. Exposing this information to the High Council will only diminish House Kadik's power. Zealots are extremists, but our goals are the same. Spread the word of the Serpent and await the shrouding to be embraced. A solid alliance would involve concessions, but more than likely, it would quell their misguided crusade. The Zealots are an effective tool when needed. They're a source of information, a window into your world, and yes, at times, a blunt instrument. Some alliances are worth the risk, but that will be for the High Council to decide, should you decide to play the informant. The others involved know better than to speak of this. As much as it disappoints me, I can't say I'm surprised. Jamal's never cared for our view with the Zealots, and she has no love for those taken. But this is what makes her an excellent mediary. A mediary is another title for a member of the High Council, whose job it is to represent their house when the Elder cannot. My duties are to House Kadik and the Ministry of Conjunction. I trust Jamal to properly represent our views at the High Council. This will be discussed at length later, but that is a personal matter between me and my sister. But the truth is, House Kadik comes first and foremost. And she was willing to pay the hard price for what she deemed necessary. Had I been in her place, I can't say I wouldn't have come to the same conclusion. I know so, and wouldn't expect an outsider, promised or not, to understand. Now, I have much to do, and so do you. Ekris and the High Council will be expecting you. Remember our agreement. What you've done for us stays with House Kadik. A different kind of zealot? No, this would be news to me. Something the zealots must be working very hard to cover up. Tell me about them. Huh. Chemically induced? Something more? Either way, it's concerning. I'll make sure the other members of the Ministry are aware of it. We'll want to make sure we're prepared, should we begin to see more of these altered zealots you speak of. If you ask me, it's her analytic mind that can't stop dwelling on things that don't matter. I care about all members of House Kadik, regardless of how they came to join us. Blood, marriage, adoption, we are all family. I value our great scientific minds, but my focus lies in the Ministry of Conjunction, and I think that's what she's come to dwell on. Unfortunately, no. The Ministry of Conjunction falls under my authority and demands my full attention. There's nothing I could say that hasn't already been said. The human mind can develop the strongest beliefs over the smallest observations. When it comes to noble houses, family and politics are practically synonymous. But I'm familiar with your point of view, and it's easier said than done. A house elder's responsibilities extend to all the people of Dazra. We can't focus on each individual under our purview. So, we focus on our responsibilities that encompass and protect them all. Mihail will return to Shadow Station Epsilon and wallow in his anger. It won't take long before he gets over it, and it's business as usual. This is a road we've been down before. Great Serpent keep you.
We have nothing to discuss here. I'll see you back in
Remember to
Dazra.
find me later.
You've served House Kadik well today. As far as I'm concerned, the High Council does know because I'm on it. Should any topics arise regarding the Zealots, I can guide our decisions appropriately. If the others found out, it would be a very tiresome and lengthy conversation. Although lecture is probably the better word. But I hope you're wise enough to keep our house matters private. Serpent guide you. do let me know if any... Just tell me when...
Ah, hello.
Stay out of it. It hurts me to see one thing after. Another.
Vindicator.
Tavina's involvement is no surprise. She's always held a grudge against me.
You understand what you must do, right, child?
Yes. We'll sacrifice the Groat in Janan's name.
Is that hesitation I detect in your voice?
No.
You are a bad liar, child. I understand you may be sad. You raised this Groat from infancy, after all. This commitment is important. The dagger that will be fashioned from your Groat's skull represents your connection, your loyalty to the Great Serpent. All things, even your Groat, must serve the Great Serpent, child.
I understand. And I am ready.
Great Serpent, please help me. I am terrified. Vindicator.
As much as I didn't like it, I miss going to school. Hello.
Just trying to survive one.
Looks like I have full permit. Well, you must have Of course I do. Feel free to...
Good. You're awake. I was running out of knives to sharpen while I wait.
What is it?
Yes, you need me? Ah, yes, we are done. Did you need something? Indeed I do. Is that it, then?
Brother lost his wife and home in the catastrophe. Already have enough to... Here,